Hello guys, Crocky's here, and I'd like to provide some improvements for Mumbo Jumbo's automatic lossless melon farm. Now if you don't know, this uses slime blocks to push the melons into the water stream. And the reason this works is because these dirt blocks, when they're pulled back by the slime, are pushed forward by pistons. Now, before I watched this video, I actually had a design of my own. However, watching his video, I noticed his design was actually much better. But it wasn't the best, because there's an improved design. When I actually originally watched this video, I thought these bottom pistons were sticky pistons. And using sticky pistons below, instead of pistons, you can actually get to a 12 length, excuse me. And the reason this works, instead of being 6, is because all 12 of these slime blocks are always pushing 12 slime blocks. The dirt itself is being pushed and pulled by the sticky pistons, so these slime blocks never touch them. So this piston can always push and pull the slime blocks. Now, one thing about this is that it's easy to horizontally stack, I'll show you later, and also easy to vertically stack. But before I do that, I'd like to mention something about the water here. The easiest way to do the water would actually be going down one block like this. But the way I built it here, I use pressure plates. Just keep in mind that it's actually the best way to do it, and it does water your farmland. Also, if you build underground, use glowstone or some other lighting block to light up your seeds, because if they are not light level 7 or above, they won't grow melons. Now, next thing is to stack it on this other side. This makes it ideal for growing pumpkins on the other side, or if you just want to grow more melons, you can. If we push this button here, you'll notice that both sides run, and both sides go into these hoppers in the middle. Now, this is extremely nice because it makes really easy to stack, I guess, is the best word. Now, this is only from the side. If you want to stack it that way, all you need to do is add a repeater here, and then add another redstone right after it, and just stack this entire thing once again. So you can torch, sticky piston, sticky piston, sticky piston, etc. until you get to the end. When you want to get to the end, place some slabs. Now you'll note these slabs are actually different in this video, and that is because of vertically stacking. Now you could put the slabs where Mumbo did, but then you'd have to stack 4 blocks apart. If you do this, well, come on, I can't place this thing. Now it'll work much closer. Anyways, this design right here will work if we power it. Another reason this works is buds. You might want to look up another video about it to fully explain why buds work. But that is another reason why the slabs work right there. And so to vertically stack it, you can just use a torch tower like this. This is very simple. And this can go infinitely, just like the other horizontally stacking. If I can only press the button. As you can see, that goes in. Now, to stack it upwards also, you need to make sure you water all your plants here. And to do that, you can either have 2 water sources in the middle like this, or you can have some flowing water. I prefer the flowing water, but you can also have them on each level. Now make sure you do place the signs in either case, because otherwise you'll mess up the water below. Now, let's combine these and make a very tall and side-to-side farm. As you can see, all of that ran. Now, we're just again, just so you can see. It's very nice. I really like it. Now, lastly, is an experimental design. That isn't actually that great, mainly because even though you go 12 in length, there's only 11 melons. However, there's one great thing about this design, and that is everything is stacked very closely together. And make sure you do have a slab here every time you go up, because otherwise you'll bud this piston. And a furnace here, so you can catch all the melons. Now, that's pretty important, but it's also really strange, because that is stacked 3 apart, this is stacked 2 apart, they're very, very close. It is very easy to mess up the timing on this. As you can see, the torch tower will work, but you gotta make sure that your timing isn't messed up, because if it is, bad things will happen, and your farm will break very easily. As you can see, we dropped the slime blocks here, and these slime blocks are dropped down here. That causes a lot of issues, and you want to make sure every timing is correct, because if it's not, you'll have some problems. Lastly, to mention how these farms run automatically, we can use Ethos Hopper Timer. I'll leave a link in the description below for this. But if we run the Ethos Hop Timer at full capacity, which is 5 stacks of items, this will run about every 4 minutes, and every time, I should have shown it, it's a little hard to see, but if you run with 5 stacks, this torch will periodically turn on, like that. And that, if you attach where all the buttons are, will actually activate the farm every 4 minutes if you have 5 stacks of items in here. So, that's the video. If you guys like this video, please make sure to like it. If you didn't like it, then dislike it. And subscribe if you'd like to see more videos similar to this one. Thanks.